Hey there, I'm Chris Acton with Acton Creative, and this is A Handwoven Experience, episode 17. We are right in the middle of a 6-part video series all about weaving patterns. So we kick things off with plain weave. If you've ever made a pot holder, you have done some plain weave. It is just over, under, the most basic weaving pattern there is. Then we moved into twill. Twill has a kind of distinctive diagonal look to it, and we love some twill because it is responsible for denim and blue jeans. Last week we talked about something called rep weave, or ripsmata is the fancy word. And you can recognize rep weave by the distinctive ridges in the fabric. Typically placemats, table runners, some of those kind of items incorporate rep weave. So this week we're going to talk all things overshot. When you think of overshot, think of a historical coverlet. Maybe 2 colors, cream and navy, has a great pattern to it. Flowers, circles, something along those lines. When I think of overshot, for me personally, I think it is the weaving pattern for folks who love weaving patterns. Let me give you an example so you know what I'm talking about. This is an example of overshot. As a matter of fact, I was part of a group through my Weavers Guild, and we all chose a different overshot pattern and did it in each person's colors, so we have enough to ideally make a blanket. I've never put mine together, but don't tell anybody. So this is an example of overshot. Let me give you another one. See this guy here? Look at that pattern, very distinctive, very bold. And here's how overshot works. First of all, you have 2 distinctly different shuttles. You have one shuttle that's the pattern shuttle. This is the glamour girl. The other one is called tabby or plain weave, and that's the practical one. So the pattern shuttle is going to jump over all kinds of yarns and do all kinds of craziness, knowing that the tabby or plain weave shuttle is going to hold it all together. That's kind of how it works. This is also because of how detailed the pattern is. This is where knowing how to read a weaving draft will come in handy. But isn't that a cool effect? If you love the patterns, overshot is for you. And I have to say, there's a little trick to reading the drafts and getting started, but once you get going, there's nothing like it. So if you haven't tried it yet, I encourage you to give it a shot. Speaking of giving things a shot, I have a freebie that goes with this weaving series. There's a link below, give it a click. It's a 15-page PDF that walks you through the 6 different kinds of weaving patterns that I'll be talking about here. So check it out. If you got a little something out of this, go ahead and like, comment, or share. I would love to hear from you. And if you want to know when the next video is coming out, go ahead and hit subscribe. In the meantime, have a great week and happy weaving.